Year after year, we hear stories and we see stories in the news about the athletes being in trouble for the use of illegal drugs. From high school all the way to major league professional athletes, the issue of illegal drug use still remains. Illegal drug use can range from marijuana, cocaine, to the use of performance-enhancing drugs such as steroids. In 2002, the National Drug Abuse Study showed that 2.9% of 10th graders and 4% of 12th graders admitted to using illegal drugs, performing enhancers of steroids of some type. This information is alarming at least. Drug testing for athletes is mandatory for college athletes and professional athletes. We might as well go and take another step and move it on to testing high school students as well. I know there are many opposed to this, but I ask you to keep an open mind and to listen as I talk about the problems associated with drug use in high school and in further in life. High school athletes should be required to take mandatory drug tests. Today, I'm going to talk about the need for drug testing for high school athletes because they are dangerous, because it is the ethical action to take, and that the testing can help care for their future. Much of the information I'm sharing with you today came from globalsportsdevelopment.org website, drugfree.org website, and the sportsanddrugs.procon.org website. According to the latest partnership attitude tracking study, 11% of all teens grades 9 through 12 reported ever have used synthetic human growth hormone without a prescription, which is up dramatically from just 5% in 2012. Let's begin with high school athletes need drug testing because drugs are dangerous. According to sportsanddrugs.procon.org, illegal drug use can cause long-term offense physically and mentally and can be permanent. The use of illegal drugs can cause serious health problems for the heart, kidneys, and brain. And in the future, these use of illegal drugs can lead to lifelong addiction and even death. Next, drug testing high school athletes is the ethical action to take. According to drugfree.org, playing sports in high school is a privilege, not a right. If a student does not want to submit to mandatory drug testing, that is their right. But then they forfeit the option to play in any high school sports program. If one wants to play, one needs to be able to pass the drug screening. Athletes are often looked up as role models and therefore should set a good example for other students. Student studies have shown that compliance with drug testing has had a positive reflection on not only the athlete, but other students as well. Students should not be rewarded for illegal drug use and should not be allowed to participate in sports if they are using such drugs. If allowed to do so, it would be sending the wrong message to other students. Athletes need to learn early in life rather than than later that illegal drug use has serious consequences. According to sports development website, athletes who get away with illegal drug use in high school continue to use these drugs in the future. It is important for an athlete to learn that illegal drug use is unacceptable no matter at what level they are playing at. Athletes who can learn the consequences of illegal drug use and who are punished of it early in life rather than later in life have a better chance of not returning to this behavior again. The sooner an athlete learns that there are repercussions and consequences, the better. So in conclusion, I have talked about the reasons high school student athletes need drug testing because the drugs are dangerous, that the drug testing athletes is the ethical action for us to take, and drug testing high school students is to help care for them in the future. In the end, it comes down to this: illegal drug use by high school athletes is harmful not only to the athlete that is a student, but to the other students there. This is our children's life and future that is at stake. Now, after hearing this information I have shared with you, I urge you to talk to your local school board and lawmakers to help make drug testing for high school athletes mandatory. Thank you all for your time.